Hello everyone, welcome to the Jewish Week Online. I'm your host, Aaron Herman. Did you know it could take over 6 years to get a kidney transplant? We had the opportunity to speak to the founder of Renewal, a Jewish organization that has transformed the way people get kidney transplants by creating a call to action in the Jewish community. Let's take a closer look. So tell us a little bit about your organization.
The organization's name is Renewal. Renewal started roughly 6 years ago. December of '06 was our first transplant. The reason Renewal started was because of a friend of mine who needed a kidney. Placed the ad in the paper. We looked at statistics. It's about 5 to 7 years wait time on the national waiting list. With a 25% yearly mortality rate to that, a friend didn't stand a chance waiting on the national list. I placed an ad for him in some local papers, and I was amazed to find that 25-30 people was calling me per ad saying, I'm ready to donate a kidney, or what does it take to donate? Or others asked me, my father, my brother, my sister needs a kidney, maybe you can help me, what do you do? So having secured a kidney from my friend, I went out and decided to take it a step further and turn this renewal into something that can help others. Fast forward 6 years, we're past 170 transplants. It's amazing that this little idea has turned out into something so big, and lives basically saves. People giving from themselves to give life to another fellow human being. I'm very proud to be part of people like this, and it's just a great thing to be with.
So whenever you start an organization, there's a lot that goes into it, and is it what you envisioned? Obviously, you thought like by helping a friend, saving a life. But is it what you envision, and what are your hopes for the future?
Well, I could have. My vision wasn't there, and the only way we got here was with the creativity of Sandy Ornstein, the president of Renewal, and Chaim Steinman, the director, who made the policy that we're following to date. And it's just with help like this and real creativity that we're way past what we thought. When we started, I remember telling Sandy, if we do one transplant, it pays to invest all of this. If we do 2 transplants, it's a home run out of the park. And we're doing 5-6 transplants a month now.
And share another story, something that...
Well, our most successful stories, there are 2 stories that are real success. We had an approved kidney donor who did not match up at the end on final cross match for a particular recipient. So he's sitting on the sidelines, and then a recipient comes in and says, I need a kidney. This is a father of 5 from upstate New York. And we just filled the shoes with that donor. So basically this recipient avoided dialysis, got his kidney within 3 weeks from the time they called Renewal. That's 3 weeks versus 5 to 7 years in the national list. The next, another beautiful story that we have, every story is unique and beautiful in its own ways. We have many way swaps where people will swap for one another in order for them to get a kidney, for their loved ones to get a kidney, and then you have the altruistic donor triggering that swap. But a 12-year-old girl calls us, and less than 5 weeks later, she's transplanted from beginning to end, meaning we didn't have a recipient by the time we called. The recipient responded to an ad, I think it was on a Facebook ad, and less than 5 weeks later to the date that she called, she was transplanted.
And whenever you have this, they're small miracles that you're doing. Where do you see your organization going in the next 5 years?
Not really sure. We're taking it on a day-to-day, and hopefully we're looking to expand the database, starting to ship. Our next vision would be to start doing a lot more international. We've done international. We created one of our kidney donors is from Toronto. He started Renewal Toronto. Renewal Toronto has done 2 transplants to date. We did if I know correctly, which I think I do, we did the first international swap, not only in Renewal, in America, whereas a recipient in Toronto got a kidney because her son donated a kidney to someone here in the States. So there is a lot more creativity to add to Renewal to make that process a lot shorter. But I think keeping it to the 5 to 7 months, 6 months wait time is something that probably is not matched anywhere in any other organization around the world.
So how does it work? So if I want to donate a kidney or something, what's the process?
Donor responds to an ad and gets the information, digests it, and we'll follow them through the process from beginning to end. We have two very creative, very successful transplant coordinators on staff, plus others behind the scenes. And actually last year, by the event last year, the person who donated the print material came to the event on tickets that were issued to him because he provided the print material and eventually ended up giving a kidney. He walked over to one of our coordinators at the event and said,
Wow.
I'd like to donate. And 3 months later, he gave a kidney.
Wow. Where can people learn more about the organization?
www.renewal.org.
And also with your with this event, what are you hoping to achieve?
More of a awareness, let people know about Renewal. People can help in many other ways, not only by donating a kidney. There is a lot of costs and logistics that go on. For instance, we did just an outreach. We do Shabbatons where we go out to communities, let communities know about Renewal, about kidney donation. We do kidney drives, and we go out to communities that have a recipient within the community that has a hard time finding a kidney because of a high PRA. We'll do a kidney drive. So in order to bring people out, this is the reason one of the reasons we're letting people know. Of course, today's event is more or less, the focus of it is to help Renewal financially, but there's many other reasons behind it to make Renewal successful.
Why did you decide to get involved with Renewal?
Well, I came home from an overseas trip one evening. I'd been away in Asia for about 10 days, 2 weeks, and my wife says, I need to speak with you, but I don't know if now's the right time, which usually means I'm in some sort of trouble. I said, okay, what's going on? She says, I saw this ad in the newspaper and I'm thinking about donating a kidney. And I said, you know what, you're right, it's not the right time, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Long story short, I went with her to the hospital in the Bronx, and I sat through the question and answer period. They do a short PowerPoint presentation, and they were talking about, the process and what it's like and how to qualify. And I was speaking with one of the coordinators for transplant from Renewal, and he was explaining to me with a list and what it's like to be on the list. And as I was driving home, I was just so struck by the entire idea. I said, I'd be willing to give it as well. And it turned out that I matched pretty quick to a gentleman who was at the time 46 years old with a father of 3 children. And it was at that point, it was a no-brainer. That's how I got involved. And then just the organization itself and how much effort and comfort and care and looking after that they did. I said, this is a phenomenal place that does really great work, and I wanted to be further involved. Unfortunately, I can't give another kidney, so this is the only way I can continue to donate.
And what would be your message to people who are thinking about donating a kidney? Obviously, it's a big decision, and some people might be a little squeamish about it.
I can't answer to the squeamish part. It is a big decision because with every surgery there is risk involved. And while I consider a normal threshold for pain, I really didn't have any discomfort and things after the surgery, but it's still something you need to consider seriously. It's very easy. I would tell anybody who's looking to do it, if you can lay down on your back and breathe deeply and count backwards from 100, you can do it. That's what the anesthesiologist tells you. Count backwards from 100 to get to about 98, and the next thing you know, there's this guy in your face going, "You okay? Hello, hello." Yeah. And it's from the donors end. They do it laparoscopically most of the time these days, and the recovery period for me was about till I was back in the office was about 10 days, and it's not that difficult. You can do it. That's what I would tell people. it's something to consider. You can do it. There's really nothing to be squeamish about.
Renewal is a fantastic organization that is transforming the lives of the Jewish community and helping get kines in a more efficient manner. This is Aaron Herman. Thank you for watching.